let's begin with your next illustration, that is illustration 14. 14 under your Taylor's differential price rate system. Okay, now under this particular system, okay, you will have to be very careful. You will have to know what are the different piece rates and what is the percentage that you are based on the percentage of the piece rate, whether it is below or whether it is above, what is the amount you need to calculate and what is the percentage that you need to charge against it. Okay, so to begin with your illustration, so in a video for this particular method, I will be doing two solutions only in one particular video so that it is easy for you all to understand. Okay, so now it says in illustration 14, calculate the earnings of workers, that is A and B, under straight piece rate and Taylor's differential piece rate, under straight piece rate and Taylor's differential piece rate. Okay, now the normal rate per hour, standard per unit is given, differential piece rate is given, that is 80% with when it is below the standard, and 120 when it is above the, when it is above the standard. Now when it is given like this, it is very easy. Okay, very easy. But when it is not given, you will have to mention it by yourself and you will also have to tell as to what is the percentage that you will be charging. Next is the workers have produced in a day 8 hours as follows, that is A and B. Now let's look into how we have to solve this particular solution of this particular problem. Now firstly, to start off with the solution, you will have to calculate your standard production. Okay, now based on the information that is given to you, check for whatever information is given, that is you are given, that is the standard time is given, normal rate per hour is given, everything is given. Now only because the standard time per unit is given, you will have to calculate what is the standard production per minute also. Okay, based on the information for the piece rate. Now let's begin with the solution, that is for the illustration 14. Firstly, take down as calculation of standard production. Now for your calculation of standard production, it is, first part is standard time per unit. Standard time per unit is given to you in the question, that is 30 seconds. Okay, next based on this you will have to calculate per minute. How will you calculate per minute? Now in a minute you will have 60 seconds, right? So B is, you need to calculate standard production per minute. You have per unit. Now next is per minute you need to calculate. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, right? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Now how many seconds are given to you? It is 30. 30 divided by 60. 30 divided by 60 will give you, 60 divided by 30, 60 divided by 30. 60 divided by 30 will give you 2 minutes. Per minute is 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes or 2 units. How many units you're producing per minute? That is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 60 divided by what is the number of seconds which are given, you will find out what is the number of units, that is 2 units or 2 per minute. Now next you have to calculate on basis of C, that is per hour. Okay, per hour. Now based on per hour you have necessary information which is given. Okay, now for the particular per hour, how you need to do is, you have your, now based on the now on your per hour basis, again take what is the 1 minute 60 seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, that is 60 into what is the number of units we calculated, 60 into 2, which will give you 120 units. Okay, 60 into 2 will give you 160 units. Now per day of 8 hours, again it is given to you the question. Now per day for 8 hours you need to calculate. So your D is per day of 8 hours. Per day of 8 hours is nothing but 120 units into 8. 120 into 8, that is 120 into 8, that is 960 units. Okay, now after this you will have to calculate your rate per unit. Okay, rate per unit is nothing but what is the rate which is given to you in the question, that is 2.40. Okay, 2.40 divided by 120. Okay, 120 divided by 120 units. Okay, per hour, divided by per hour your to per unit. So it is given that is for if you have to calculate, you have your per hour also. Based on that, you have to divide it with the units. That is 2.40 divided by 120. That is 0.02 per unit. 0.02 per unit. Now we are calculating everything only on the basis of unit. That is why we are doing all of this. Now next is you have your main part again. You have to, after this calculating everything, you found out what is per unit, what is the number of units, okay, what is the rate per unit and everything. After you find out all of this, next you need to move under your straight rate piece system. Okay, you have to calculate your first part as per the question, that is under straight piece rate. Okay, now under straight piece rate, under straight piece rate system, okay, for A, it is 800 units. 800 into what is the per unit of price we calculated, it is 0.02. For B, it is 1000 into 0.02, that is per unit. Now the total number of units and the total number of units into the rate per unit. Okay, now 800 into 0.02 will give you 16. 1000 into 0.02 will give you 20. Okay, now we found out what is the rate piece under piece rate system, what is the per unit price. Okay, next we need to find out what is under Taylor's differential piece rate. Under Taylor's differential piece rate system. But in order to proceed with this particular system, you will have to calculate efficiency, just like how we calculated in this particular problem of your illustration, how we calculated efficiency, that is actual production standard divided by standard production. You will have to find out your efficiency in order to compare and find out the wages. For that, you have to mention efficiency is equal to actual production divided. Now this will only be calculated when a particular percentage is given. Earlier we calculated only because it was clearly specified that it is 75% below or above. Okay, here also you have necessary percentages which are given, that is you will have to by heart. That is level of efficiency, it is 83 to 100, above 100. These are the levels of efficiency if you have to calculate under your Taylor's differential piece rate system, that is 80%, 50% and 125% based on whatever you have to calculate, and it is already given to you in the question, that is 80% and 120%. Only if this is mentioned, you have to calculate your efficiency. Now actual production divided by your standard production into 100. Okay, for A, what is the actual production? It is 800. We found out what is the standard production for 8 hours, right? For 8 hours we calculated it is 960 units. 800 divided by the standard, that is 960 into 100. For B, it is 1000 divided by 960 into 100. That is 800 divided by 960 into 100. That is 83.33%. Then 1000 divided by 960 into 100 is 104.16%. Okay. Now after which you will find out the piece rate, okay, the price rate, that is based on 120 and 80% that is given to you. Okay, for now next part is you will calculate your Taylor's differential piece rate. Okay, you calculated efficiency, now you will calculate your piece rate. Okay, for A, it is what is the rate per unit, that is rate per unit is 0.02 into 80% of piece rate when below standard. Okay, first is 80% when it is below standard, 80 divided by 100. Okay, that is 0.02 into 80 divided by 100, that will give you 0.016. Okay, now B is, it is saying in the question that it is 120 of piece rate or above the standard. Next is 0.02 into 120 divided by 100. 0.02 into 120 divided by 100, that will give you 0.024. Okay, now next you have to calculate your wages. Now in order to calculate your wages, that is the total of thing. Now for wages, if you have to calculate for A, it is 800 into this particular piece rate if it is below the standard. For wages, if it is below standard, 800 into 0.016, 800 into 0.016, that is 12.8. And if it is above the standard for B, it is what is the production units? It is 1000 into 0.024. 1000 into 0.024, that is 24. So with this we conclude your entire solution. Okay, this is how we found out your entire problem. Okay, this is how we calculated your entire problem and how we calculated each and every second. Based on that, if percentages are given, how you calculate your efficiency and how you arrive at the final conclusion. Okay, now similarly, under your next illustration, you saw your illustration 14, right? Now similarly, you have your illustration 15. In your illustration 15, it says calculate the earnings of workers A, B and C under straight piece rate system and under Merrick's multiple choice. Earlier we calculated Taylor's, right? Now here it is Merrick's. Okay, Merrick's multiple piece rate system from the following particulars: normal rate per hour, standard time per unit, output per delay is given, worker ABC, and working hours per day are 8. Okay, now you have to calculate the solution for your under your straight piece rate system and under your Merrick's multiple rate system. Okay, now let's begin with the solution for this particular problem. Now to begin with this particular solution, it says you will have to calculate one standard output per hour, that is calculation of standard output per hour. Okay, now in order to calculate your standard output per hour, calculation of standard output per hour. Okay, now calculation of standard output per hour is 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. But here what you will do is for standard time, okay, for standard time you will take, for standard time of 1 minute, okay, you will take the output. 1 minute is equal to output for 1 unit, for 1 unit. Okay, now for 1 hour the standard output is 60 minutes. Okay, 60 minutes into 1 unit, 60 minutes into 1 unit, 60 into 1 is giving you 60 units per minute. Okay, 60 units you will get. Now we will begin with the solution. Now you need to calculate what is for 8 hours per day. So for 8 hours per day, it will be 60 units into what is the number of hours? 8. So 60 into 8 is 480 units. So it is for 8 hours, it is 480 units. Okay, now you have to calculate your piece rate. Now calculation of piece rate. Now the normal rate per the normal piece rate is given is rupees 5.40. Normal piece rate, okay, normal rate is given, that is rupees 5.40. Now for 1 unit, again you have to calculate. For 1 unit it is, what is the rate? That is 5.40 divided by how, what is the number of units? For 1 unit it is 60 units. Okay, 60 units. So 5.40 divided by 60 is 0.09 is equal to rupees 0.09 per unit. Okay, now you have to calculate what are the earnings of workers under straight piece rate. After you've done all of this, after you've found out your piece rate per unit, okay, rate per unit and the time, everything you've found out, you will have to calculate your straight piece rate. Okay, next is calculation of earnings of worker under straight piece rate system. Okay, this will be, your formula will be earnings is equal to output into rate per unit. Okay, now first there are two workers, that is worker A and worker B. For worker A, your earnings is equal to, for worker A the output is 390 into what is the rate we calculated, it is 0.09. Similarly for B, your earnings into what is the thing, it is 450 into 0.09. 390 into 0.09 is 35.1 and 450 into 0.09 is 40.5. Similarly, you have worker C also, that is 600 into 0.09, that is 54 rupees. Okay, now you will, after you've calculated under straight line, you have to calculate under Merrick's multiple price rate system. Now Merrick's multiple price rate system was also again based on the efficiency which was given to you, that is the percentages, that is 83 to 100 and above 100%, right? So for before that particular percentages, you will have to calculate your efficiency. Now earlier you used to take it on basis of production, actual production and standard production, but here you will have to take it on basis of what is the output, that is what is the output per day and what will be the standard output into 100. Okay, only the difference is that. Now firstly under Merrick system, now next part is under Merrick multiple price rate system. Okay, price rate system. Now you will calculate your efficiency. For this, efficiency is equal to output per day divided by standard output into 100. Now for you have three workers, that is A, B and C. Okay, now what are their outputs? It is 390, it is 450 and 600 and 600. Now we already calculated what are the units, that is 480 units, that is the standard unit per that is the standard output, right? So divided by 480 to 100. Now calculate the total, that is 390 divided by 480 into 100, that is 81.25. Next is 450 divided by 480 into 100, that is 93.75. Then 600 divided by 480 into 100, that is 125. Now you yourself notice how is this different. Now 81.25, it is below 83%. Now as stated in the particular question, whether it is 80 below, not in the question, under Merrick's multiple choice, whether it is below 80, whether it is 83 to 100, whether it is above. Now if you notice, 81 is below 83. So write down it is below 83%. Now this is between 83 to 100. Okay, now it is between 83, it is above 83, it is 83 to 100. Okay, it is 83 to 100. Now this is above 100, it is 100, above 100%. Okay, based on this you will have to revise your wage rates. Okay, based on whether it is below or whether it is between or whether it is above. Okay, now next part is your wage rate revision. Okay, under the after your efficiency, it is your wage rate revision. Now for your wage rate revision, your basic rate will remain the same. We calculated 0.09. Okay, now your moderate rate, okay, 0.09, this will be for your worker A. because it is below 83% for worker A. Now why is it the same for worker A? Because it is below 83%. Okay, next for worker B. This is for A. Okay, next for B, worker B, it will be a moderate rate because it is above 83 to 100, right? So it will be 0.09 into 110% for worker B, and it will be a higher rate for worker C. Next is C. That is these are the percentages which are given to you here. These are the percentages which are given. Okay, so based on these percentages you will calculate. Next is for worker C, it is 0.09 into 120% for C. This is for B. Okay, for both the workers. Now you have to calculate what is the earnings of the worker. Earnings of worker, as we looked into earlier, is equal to output into rate, which is applicable, right? So for A, it is 390 into 0.09. it will not change for him. 90 into 0.09, that is 35.1. okay, for worker B, it will be 450 into what is the 0.09 into 0.09 into 10%, it is 0.099, that is 450 into 0.099, that is 44.55. For worker C, it will be 600 into 120%, right? 0.09 into 120%, that is 0.108. 0.108, that is 600 into 0.1, 600 into 0.108, that is 64. 600 into 0.108, that is 64.8. okay, that is 64.8. so with this we conclude your particular problem. We found out what is the wages according to the percentage change, whether it is below 83, whether it is 83 to 100, or whether it is above 100, and what are the percentages that you need to charge again. So below 83 there will be no changes in the particular percentages. Above 83, you are between 83 to 100 it will be 110%, and above 83, above 100 it will be 120%. based on the you will have to charge the percentage on the particular price. Here the price rate will remain the same, only here it will differ based on the number or based on the percentages amount as it differs. So with this we complete your illustration 15 also. Okay, now we'll move on to your next illustrations.